Hello, dear traders. This is Lisbeth Bilugina, and you are watching Forex Daily Trading Plan by RBS. It's Thursday, the 25th of July, and this day brings us a lot of interesting events. Firstly, in the economic calendar, you will see that there was a speech of RBA Governor Lowe, and the market took it as dovish, as the Reserve Bank of Australia has been reducing interest rates. In addition, we have the central bank meeting ahead, the European Central Bank that will announce its main refinancing rate and hold a press conference. We know that commands of the ECB President Mario Draghi have usually big potential for provoking big moves in euro versus many other currencies. And we will see already that the currency pair euro dollar declined ahead of the events, as did the euro versus many other currencies. Of course, the negative outcome, the dovish outcome of the ECB meeting is already largely priced in this event. So the market may react to some positive commands of the ECB had more than to the negative commands. Still, we will have to explain that when we get to the charts. In addition, pay attention to German IFO business climate. We can see that the reading is expected to be lower than the previous time. And America will release durable goods orders. Here, some improvement is expected after the dismal reading before, and this may help the US currency. As we get to the charts, we can see that indeed euro dollar is continuing to probe lower levels, and although the decline which happened on Wednesday wasn't big, still the single currency is trying to get to lower levels. At the same time, notice that of course we have rather significant support in the area between 1.1115 and 1.11, as here are the lowest levels seen in quite a time. So despite the fact that the recent top of the pair suggests the possibility of lower levels and a continuation of the downtrend, support is still significant, and given the fact that the euro did weaken already ahead of the ECB's meeting, the potential for this support to hold is rather significant. Also notice that yesterday's candlestick on the daily chart shows that the euro was able to close not exactly at the minimums and get a bit higher by the end of trading. This also creates some hope for the recovery in the euro dollar. We expect price action to be volatile, and likely the euro will test 1.11 mark. However, we doubt that the decline will be really sustainable unless Mario Draghi delivers some extremely dovish statement. And after testing 1.11, euro dollar may get to try to return to higher levels, although it will surely meet resistance between 1.1180 and 1.12. If we look at the charts of the British pound, we will see that the level of 1.25, the area, was logically as resistance for the British pound, preventing the currency from further growth and recovery. Boris Johnson has become the UK Prime Minister, and he made sure to convey to the market that he will do all it takes to get Britain out of the European Union in October. So far, that doesn't represent any kind of new information, and we expect the currency pair to consolidate between 1.25 and 1.2440 as the market tries to digest the information and try to understand what awaits the pound in the future. The US dollar is consolidating in the area of 108 10, we can see that there was a lower high formed recently on the 4-hour chart. However, the currency pair is supported by the 50-period moving average, by the levels which are just below the level of 108, so that to trade a break out of this range, we will need to see the currency pair get either above 108.30, targeting 108.50 and 60, or below 107.95. In this case, return to 107.60 will be on the platter. Watch US durable goods data for the hints about this currency pair. As we have mentioned, the Australian dollar went down and it is approaching the 50-day moving average. Also, the Australian currency now reached the support line, which connects the lows of June and July. Support is located around the level of 0.6960, and if the currency pair manages to stay above that level, it will likely retest 0.70 mark. Here we have a double top. This level will likely provide resistance, given the fact that the longer-term downtrend in the Australian dollar still stands. We don't expect any kind of significant recoveries above that point. The decline below 0.6950 will be the cue for further selling of the Australian currency, targeting levels in the area of 0.69 and lower. These are the main currency pairs we can trade today. Check the economic calendar, check the dynamics of the euro, and make money with FBS.